Welcome back to Luna's Puzzles, everybody. Today we are doing a original 3D crystal puzzle by Be Puzzled. It is going to be a Disney one, which is Prince Adam or the Beast. I did my Belle a little while ago on my channel, and I finally found the Beast. And I do like his blue coloring on the box. He is a level 3. So we will see how difficult that is today. Usually I've only done 1s and 2s up to now, so we will see what it's like. Just showing some of the other series of Disney characters that are on the back of this one. We have Cinderella's Castle, Cinderella Carriage that was available in 2 different colors, Buzz, the 3 little aliens. You got Cheshire Cat and Alice, which are both on my channel. Check them out if you'd like to see what those ones look like. We have Daisy and Donald Duck, and then an assortment of Minnie and Mickey Mouses. I actually did this one where they are kissing and making heart hands together, you know, like this. And go ahead and check out those videos if you'd like to see what they are about. So I'm just going to hop right down into this one. Okay, that's just a spacer. Oh, so he's going to actually be pretty tall. He should be, on the box it shows he's a little taller than Belle. Which Belle is a couple inches, so we'll see how tall he gets. Okay, so now that we have all the pieces out, we're going to be separating some of these by, when they're going to be coming up. So I'm going to try and separate like the head, his hands. Looks like the head is definitely a unique piece, same with the hands. Now if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll know that this is like part of his ponytail, so we're going to set that aside. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that some of these come with numbers. I'm sorry, I can't remember words today. So anyway, some of them are numbered, some of them are not. So we're going to see if Beast is numbered. As I separate out the pieces. Sometimes these unique pieces, even if he is numbered, sometimes like the unique pieces, like you see this is his little like neck thing. Let me show that up to the camera. But sometimes they don't have numbers on them when they're the unique pieces like that. Ones that just slide in. I don't see a number on that. Let me take a look at one of his flat pieces. And we will see. Yes, there is numbers. Okay, like I just picked up number 36. I have no idea where it goes yet. But they are numbered, most of them. So we're going to try fitting together some of these pieces. Seeing if they go in order. Off to the side here so far I have his hands, his horns, his head, his ponytail, the neck ruffle. I don't know what the name is for it. I was going to call it a goiter, but that is definitely not the right term. And then actually I'm going to have the box near me because I'm not sure what this piece is. Right here. I think it's part of like the bottom of his waistcoat. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I try to take out some of these pieces according to their bags, so we will see how they all sit after. Yeah, Beast is going to be an interesting puzzle today. So you might see me do some cuts as I try and figure out how he goes together. Alright, so we're going to start off with his legs first. So far I have numbers. These two look like they go together. So his legs, I have number 2, and I have looks like number 1. Ooh, is he going to actually go in order? I think it's either Tinkerbell or my Alice or Ariel. Some of them, you'll know that one does not always go into two. Sometimes one goes into number 36, and then it goes to 17, and then it goes to 2, as an example. But this seemed to be pieces 1 and 2 for one of his legs. So we're going to see, maybe, hopefully, the next set of leg pieces goes similar. Alright, so 7 and 8. So that makes logical sense. We're going to put these together. So right now we just have his 2 legs. I'm going to put his arms together. Once I can find the appropriate arm. And again, I'm looking for those numbers on here. A little piece of paper or something. So this is number 3, this is number 4. So number 3 and 4 are all the way up in his arm. So that's what I kind of mean. Like, sometimes these pieces don't always go, you know, in the order you would kind of expect them to. Okay. So the last 2 pieces that would fit together from the bag that had his arms and legs is number 5 and number 6. So it's 5 and 6. I'm going to just pop those together if it will want to. There we go. Oh, no, it did not want to stay. So if you're going to have these as display pieces, this is where super glue sometimes comes in handy. If you know you're not going to take it apart again to be a puzzle, you can just make sure they're lined up as they should be and just super glue them in place. Because this does not want to stay. It's going to come apart. But the hands should help it. So I'm going to actually take a look. This seems to be his right arm, which is going to go in front of him. So it looks like it's going to be this arm. So I'm going to find that hand, and we're going to see if that fits on. Nope, not that one. All right, so it does, so we do have one that fits. And it's helping keep the arm in place. I'm not going to jiggle it all too much, but we're going to set that arm aside. Now we're going to do the other arm. Now there is a tiny little notch. I noticed it on the other one. Tiny little notch off of the peg. So you're going to find the notch on the square and just line them on up. So mine clicked together, which is nice. All right. And these feet, as far as I can see, that says Disney on it. The feet, as far as I can see, do not have a number on them. They might just be a little too small for me to see. Okay. So there was a notch on the side of that foot and leg. So you can kind of see that there's one right here, right where my nail is. So we're going to find the foot that, well, there's only one foot left now, but if you were to have both feet, you're just going to line it up to figure out which way that the leg and foot goes. And just pop it on. Pop it on. So now we have his feet and legs done. Now I noticed putting this foot on, it does seem to put some pressure on the pieces, so it wants to kind of like come apart. Like it separates a little bit, which is a little concerning. I don't want the pieces to break. So we're going to move on and find There we, okay, so this is the piece I was looking at earlier, wondering what it was. And it looks like, so it's the back of his tailcoat, front of his pants. So we're just going to slide in his leg. Actually, we are not going to yet. Ooh, I hope I didn't make a mistake. Nope, okay, good. It slides out for the most part. This is going to be the base of where we are building. So he does have a center rod that is going to be going through his body. And when it goes down into it, this is where I'm presuming it is, yeah, this is where it is going to screw in place to keep everything together. Unlike other puzzles, I did not get a key with this one because this one has a little tab on top. So you just take this and spin it in yourself. Sometimes they look like little edges where you need like a Phillips screwdriver head. And so they provide you a key. So I have an extra one if I needed it. But don't need it for this one. So we're going to find the base pieces that go to here. And we're going to start building him. And along the way, if I find, like, let's say his top piece, we might start building from there too. Like, I think I just found the top of his actual body before his head fits in. Yes, I did. So I found the top of his shoulders. And the top of his shoulders is number 30. You can just see it. Maybe you can't. But it is number 30. Is top of his shoulders. And his, I don't want to say it's his butt, but like his waist is number 21. Oh, excuse me. So as you can see, like I mentioned before, it doesn't kind of go in order to a certain degree because we went through most of the numbers of 1 through 8, missing out number 4, I think, and then we're jumping now to 21 and 30. So the numbers don't always make sense. Oh, just found his tail. Let's see, what numbers are these? These are number 10 and number 9. So we're just going to put these two pieces together. Looks like this. And we're just going to set it aside with the legs. Those will go on after. Or actually, you know what? I think I just found the piece of his waistcoat that I mentioned earlier. Might be what I'm looking at for this. Yep. All right. So I found the base piece. So we're not going to start from the shoulders. We're going to start from his waistcoat. So waistcoat we had looked at earlier. It's number 17. It fits right on top of his hips area. So because that's not well, they kind of both aren't flat, we're going to probably have to build holding him in our hands. You can't really just place him on the ground like you can with other puzzles. That's part of where the difficulty for him, I'm presuming, is coming in, not just with like the extra arms and legs and finding all those. It's the fact that you need to have one hand holding him for a good portion of your build. Alright, so we're going to be looking for like a semicircle that kind of fits in. And for both your time and mine, this is probably where we're going to be seeing some cuts in place, because I don't always find these pieces right off the bat because I'm building it in real time. Well, you're not going to have to watch me build it in real time because that would be very boring. But aside from this little blip that I'm telling you. Okay, you get the idea. I'll see you in the next piece when we find it. Alright, so I found the first piece. It goes on top of the waistcoat. It is going to be number 12, and it fits in on one side. So it depends on how you're holding it. So I'm just going to say that it fits in on one side. It will not fit in on the other. And you're going to see that some of these pieces are going to have little bumps right here. It's kind of hard to catch on the camera. You might be able to see it just a little bit. But they are the buttons of his waistcoat. So that's kind of what helped me figure this one out. But it is a small piece. I was looking for like one big continuous piece. But no, it's one small piece. Probably going to be another small piece. Alrighty. Our next piece is going to be number 13. Yep, number 13. Looks a little like this. Alright, our next piece is going to be, where is the number? Number 16. Looks like this. Fits on his backside. And he's slowly starting to come together. Okay, so our next piece, this is the piece that is next, is number 19. Now, I did notice something a little funny about number 12. Number 12 has, you can just see it right next to my nail here, is a little, like, pip that's sticking up. So number 19 does actually have a spot for that to fit in. So it doesn't get, like, disrupted or anything. I guess it's that way the beast's waist doesn't move as much. I don't know if that's a new thing that they're implementing in the pieces, but I like it. It keeps it in place. And then we had previously found, during the cut, a number 18 that sits on top of 19's piece. So again, the numbers don't necessarily mean anything, but if you do need them, that was number 8, went from 19 to 18. Now we're looking for the next piece. Which is now number 15. Number 15 has the notch that looks like it fits the little notch that's forming for his vest and waistcoat here, and it fits right in. So this is Beast so far. We've gone up maybe about like half an inch to an inch, depending on which side you're looking at him from. Next piece that we have going on is going to be, oh, where's that pesky number? Number 22. That goes on his right side, if you were to look at it from, you know, front to back. Oh, and number 23 is next. Alrighty, then it's going to be number 14. This looks where his piece for his necktie sits in. So we're going to set that in. Ooh. Gotta be careful with it. We are going to set it in. We're going to be putting on number 11. And that fits in. Now number 20 is going to fit back on right where we had it before. It's kind of a little difficult because you got like 3 to 4 points of connection where you have to make sure that it just slides in. There we go. Okay, now that that's in, the next tie will be held in place. That's what we got so far of the beast. And next piece is going to be number 24. We got number 31. Oh, and just in case you didn't see it, There we go, number 31. All right, so now we have the first piece for one of his arms, number 38. That's going to slide on in. Now we're going to find the corresponding piece that locks in his arm before we put in the arm. Oh, and that was pretty fast. Wow. All right. So number 36, we're going to set that right here. We're going to find the appropriate arm that fits in. That was my loose one earlier. So you're going to put that in. There's a little notch right here. Just sit it in place. For me, keep both my pieces together. And then, again, it has multiple points of contact. You just got to make sure it wiggles in right. There we go. And you got it. Now, if you're with me this far, congratulations. This is going to get where it's just a little hard to hold. So what I've been doing is holding his waist between two fingers so it kind of comfortably sits. And then you're going to put your thumb on top of the topmost piece. When I'm looking, I'm also having another hand stabilizing it. But this way you can kind of hold it in place and take a look at what you need. Try not to put too much pressure on the his appendages. Just be careful of his appendages. You don't want them to slip out. Alright. Alright, so one piece. Ooh, almost lifted up our arm. Number 28 is next. And that's going to have a squared off edge right here. Alright, so if you're joining me, I had to build up his shoulders because I just could not find this one piece that fits right into here. I am struggling, so I had to build the rest of him, and then find the piece for what is going on. I'm a little worried I'm missing a piece, so let's see. So we do have number 28, and that goes in here. Next should be number 34. Yes, it fits in. Perfect. Okay. So I was just struggling. I probably had it tilted just so that the pieces weren't lining up correctly and weren't wanting to slide in. But that's okay now. So the next piece we have is number 37. Then we have number 27. We have number 33. And that's going to be for his arm piece. Oh, sorry. Yes. So we already had one arm piece down. Can't see what number that was. But this one, number 33, is the top to hold his arm piece in. So put the arm in very carefully. Put that one in. There you go. Now we've got most of the beast. There's his backside with one hand. Okay, let's finish this before I drop anything. Number 25. Number 23. We got 26 up next. That must have been number 29. I apologize. This is number 26. All right, now which piece goes next? Number 35. It's going to go on the right side. Ooh. Number 39. We're getting very close to the end, everybody. Congratulations for making it through. Hope yours is looking great if you're building along with me. Then we got number 30, the very last piece of his puzzle before the unique pieces are put in, like his face, his legs, etc. All right, so what you're going to do now, I guess this is really like the final piece of the puzzle. You're going to take that and you're just going to twist it into place. You're not going to hear a click or anything. You're going to feel a tightening in the puzzle. Don't over tighten. You don't want to crack anything. You're also going to feel some of the pieces maybe shift into place. But what I usually do is I turn it till you feel a little bit of resistance. Give the puzzle a little turn. Make sure all the pieces are sitting in. Try turning it again if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And then just give the puzzle a gentle, very gentle pull. And if you don't feel any movement, you've got it tightened to the point where you need to, so you don't have to worry about it coming apart while it's just standing there. This is also a point where if you wanted to glue it in, I would glue what layers you wanted to, like the arms, his little neckerchief piece, maybe the waist, wherever you feel like pieces just aren't sitting as comfortably or as tight as you want it to. And then put the rod through, screw it in, let your pieces dry as long as you don't have any like leaking out. So we're going to put his legs in next. There doesn't seem to be any notches on his left leg. Just going to have to go with which way the leg turns. Same for the right leg. Right leg doesn't look like it has any specific notches. So again, just kind of look for which way the legs turn out and how they fit into the body. And you're going to feel it kind of just go clunk going in. No like click, but you will feel it like kind of sink into place. You could also just use the end of his tail coats to figure out, because they're connected to his legs. All right, we're going to put in his tail. The tail does turn inward towards his front. So it's like a third piece of him standing up. So now he can be freestanding. Go ahead, feel free to put on his face if you have not already. We're going to connect the face and the body together by putting in his ponytail. If it will want to. There we go. It did snap in for me. And then just remembering his horns. And trying to discern which way they go. Okay. So if one way doesn't fit in, try the other side. And once both horns are in, you have completed the Beast, or Prince Adam from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. This was not an easy puzzle to hold continuously. At one point I did have to lay him down to the side. I don't know if I'll leave in that or if I'll edit that out, but he is a little bit harder. He's a level 3. He's not like some of their other level 3s where I've literally had to have a second person come in and hold pieces for me. But he is a little difficult if you have smaller hands to try and hold everything together. So yeah, I hope, let me know if the technique I had of kind of like resting him in between your fingers and using your thumb to place uh a hold on him helped, or how'd you do it? All right, let me know. I'm going to hit him with my bell, and I will see you in another video. Please look forward to some unboxings that I have going, and I will see you then. All right, bye bye everybody.